Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea.
What I'd like to do today is kind of pick up on some of the things that I understood this summer as I was away from you. I got to travel. I got out of Kitsap County. It's a big world out there. It's a little scary. You know, we find ourselves at extraordinary times. You know, you've heard this. And it goes back. I mean, here's the book of Revelation. Okay, we're at extraordinary times. I've seen a new heaven and I've seen a new earth. And it is perhaps now our times in which we truly see a new heaven and a new earth in a way that we have never seen it before. We watch our world struggling to come to terms with global warming, with climate change. We watch our world struggling with individuals who have the ethics of an 8-year-old and the access to weapons of mass destruction. We watch our world have more information, more wealth, more prosperity than it's ever had before, and more people go hungry. We are, in very real ways, overwhelmed. We are in over our heads just at a time when we are realizing that we are the ones who can make all the difference in this world. You've heard me say it many times before, quoting Byron Swim. We have become a force of nature. Now, there are choices. And one of the things that became very evident, and I'll say a little bit more about the context of this later, is that there are two almost opposing movements in our world. On the one hand, there are those who are stepping into these challenges, surrendering, opening their hearts, opening their minds, and there's an expansiveness, an openness, a transformation of consciousness in our world that I believe is unprecedented. More people are tasting the divine, awakening, opening to new ways of seeing. Perhaps in equal or greater force, there are those who are recoiling from that, becoming more reactionary, closing down, and becoming much more, what do I want to say? Well, reactionary is the word. There's no doubt in my mind where we stand on that. This is a community that is opening. It's taking on that challenge. It's interesting. Here's the motto. We don't have much choice as the UCC. Here's the motto. Never place a period where God has placed a comma. You know, I don't think the United Church of Christ in the denomination, I don't think they have a clue what they've set up for themselves. This is an extraordinary demand. It demands that we cannot rest on our laurels. We don't get to settle into the nice, safety, quiet belief system that the tradition would offer us. The demand on us with that kind of saying is that we step forward into a future that for the most part we don't understand. I have presented to you several times over my belief that the church has a role unlike any other institution in our country. And the role of that institution is to be on the radical evolutionary edge of the transformation of consciousness. On the leading edge saying, how can I expand my mind? How can I see the world differently? How can I open my heart to reach out to more people? How can I understand the divine as more immediate to me than my own breath? So, you've heard me say these things, and you probably think, well, it's probably a good thing we're out here in Kitsap and this wacko minister can't spread his voice around too many places. What I discovered is that we are not alone. Okay? This is a good thing. And what I have done, and we'll see how the technology works for us. I'll set it up. Hang on, I want to map a little bit what I've been watching.